Hey y'all, it's Indigo here, coming at you with a special Territory Wars video. Before I get into that though, I want to give a huge shout out to my newest patron, Darth Evil. She's up at the Black Diamond custom tier, just for her. So there you go, Darth Evil. Here's your shout out. Glad to have you aboard. Anyone else that feels like joining the party, see the link in the bottom corner there. Go check it out or ping me on my Discord server and we'll see what's what. But again, huge shout out to Darth Evil. Glad to have you as a patron. Now let's get into this matchup. So this is a really special war. You can see that my guild is DeathStarWhaleClubbers and we're against the DeathStarPortDesigners. They're a sister guild in our alliance. We have basically the same GP, like 265 mil or so. And they're like our biggest competition, so we got a friendly rivalry with them. And we finally got matched up in TW. So it was a really great experience going against your friends and getting to kill their squads. So we're going to jump into the battle board here. And I'm sure you guys are going to recognize this first battle is one of the port guildies, Urzatron. If you're familiar with him, he makes some great YouTube videos, really fun guy. A lot of yelling, and you can see he's got some crazy Jawas there, and I just had to have him. So they gave me permission to go after him, and I wanted to make that my first battle and start this thing off right. So here we go. So even though he's got a team of full Relic Jawas, which is awesome, I would love to have that as a passion project. They can easily be taken out by OG Kylo and crew. Really, you could probably do it with old Kylo, except I didn't want to chance it. You know, you only get one crack at it, and I didn't want to let my guild down if for some reason I messed up. But they both take reduced % health damage. So when the Jawas, their whole deal is they're going to stack these thermal detonators on you. And that's going to kill a lot of characters. But it's not going to affect these two. They really can just shrug it off. And so just to be safe, I ran crew lead so that all those detonators are going to give back health and protection. Because their status effects is just not going to do much at all. And you can see that Xylo's AoE keeps going, and he's going to give turn meter to crew. Crew's using his stun effectively, and I just keep doing that. Keep spamming the AoE, keep using the stun when I can, so I'm not stuck behind taunt. And there I go, just taking them out. And when I need to, if I want to recover protection, I can use that move on Xylo and make sure he's fully healed and ready to go. So even though they are good, they would better be saved by using them on offense to take out a Relic Geo squad or something. They really don't perform well on defense. Sorry, Urz. And there we go, an easy 20 banners, and it doesn't use up the whole rest of my FO squad that I can later throw in with Hux or something. Alright, in this next battle, we're going to go after Axeman Reborn. It's a Newt Separatist squad, and they ended up using their Geo Alphas in the squad. That way he would summon a Brute as a starting pre-taunt. Seems like a solid idea. I definitely get the strategy behind it. And the secondary strategy would be to draw out Treyas, which it does succeed in doing because that's exactly what I did here. Take my Treya, who's Relic 6. Scion is Relic 5. Nihilus and Thrawn, I think, are both at Relic 3. And then my Trooper is just Gear 12. Haven't really messed with him. And you can see this team's got Newt, Nest, Dooku. Got Alpha in there. And then the other one, I think it was Spy that goes under Stealth. So it can do some damage. You need a good team to be able to take it out. And I think you could use JTR if your resistance were in good shape. Like if you were chasing after Galactic Ray and you had Relic 7 resistance. I think that would work. But I don't, since I'm not going that route. I've got my Treya team here, and I like it because you got counterattacks from Dooku. He kind of ends up killing himself. The Geos, obviously Treya and Sion are really effective against Geos. They end up killing themselves. You've got Fracture from Thrawn to be able to put Nest in timeout until you can get to Nihilus's Annihilate, and to be able to throw a turn meter when you need it to Nihilus to get to that Annihilate. This is kind of a pretty good team. Like, there's not really a danger of losing, even though I haven't gone up against this particular team before. But if, like I said, if the goal isn't to necessarily lose, but to draw out your opponent's Treya up front so that they don't have it for a later zone, I can definitely see the strategy in that. So here I am. I'm using what I got. Probably could have went in a little lighter with maybe not Thrawn or maybe not Nihilus, leave one of them out and take in somebody else. But I got what I got. You can see I'm making headway through this match. Dooku is down into the yellow. I got Fracture up, so we'll just put him in timeout for now. And since he's down in the red, we'll just go ahead and try to finish him off. Still got that extortion from Newt, but we'll go ahead and let that go for now. Now I just got Newt left, and I think it's a Brute or whatever back there. So we'll get that taken out here in just a minute. Luckily, you don't have to worry about health and protection banners like you do in GA. I just got to make sure all my guys stay alive. So that's all I'm going to do. Make sure everybody's alive and not going to get knocked out by a big hit. But other than that, I don't need to heal back protection or anything like that. So there we go. Annihilate to Newt. Done with that match. Got my 20 banners. Next up, I came across some bounty hunters. Had a chance to get in there, and look who I found. Mikayas. Good old buddy Mikayas. So, of course, I had to snatch those up before somebody else got them. So, it doesn't matter that it's Jango lead. They're super slow compared to my Imp Troopers. And he's got IG-88 in there, which is, of course, a weak link. So, focus on him, get the quick kill, and mow these guys down. Bounty hunters really don't work if you've got fast Imp Troopers, which I do. I'm sure he knew that, but, you know, you got to fill zone somehow. So that's all I'm doing is cleaning these guys up. No trouble for Veers and the boys. And I'm just making sure everybody, you know, everybody's good. I record my battles, and lately Imp Troopers have been kind of going out of order a little bit. So it's always good if you can record and make sure and watch it back that there aren't some anomalies or bugs every time they make an update. So that's kind of what I do here. So killed those. Now we move on to another zone. I recorded my battles kind of throughout the day. And so it's just random stuff, you know, whatever I happen to come across when whatever zones are open. Now I'm going to go after this higher relic bounty hunter team with Jango from the X-Men Reborn. And I'm going to go ahead and use my CLS team here. CLS, Han, and Chewie, all at Relic 7. I've got Old Ben at Relic 3. I think R2 is only Relic 1. But it works fine. You get to go first. Han shoots first. I want to stun Bosk. That way he doesn't get the taunt off and make you have to focus on him. But it really doesn't matter when you have a decent powered CLS Rebels team. They're going to be able to put down plenty of damage and make sure that these guys die before they can really do anything to you. And so that's what I'm doing. You can see it's already down to just 3 of them. And I'm checking to who I should attack and what moves I want to do. Throw some burning down there. Going after Zam. She's pretty squishy. Can take her out pretty easily. Got her down to the yellow. She's gone now. Got Chewie's AoE. That went 1 death right there with Boba. So there's his second. And now it's just Dengar. Clean him up. Again, an easy 20 banners. Done with that team. Now I'll show you this battle. Next up is General Stash. He had a CLS team. And someone had already forfeited against it because it already had a battle on it. So rather than wait around for someone to come through and mirror match it with another CLS, I wanted to try my Night Sisters against it. And you guys might have seen in some other videos I've done, like in GA matches, that Night Sisters do work. I use MT lead, and I've got a Relic 7 DACA with the Zeta. Unfortunately for me, they went straight after DACA. Like, they went straight after her and killed her, and that's kind of the worst thing that can happen. And then Spirit died, and there went the second death. And now my DACA is sitting there, and she doesn't have any protection and, extra cushion. And I can't get to where I want to get to, which is to take out Chewie. All those extra assists are going to be the death of you. If you leave Chewie unchecked, he gets to do enough damage to start taking people out. And so right there you can see I've already lost MT, and she does come back and help assist from the grave. DACA is able to bring her back. But I do end up struggling here because, like I said, DACA's got no protection. They went after her, so it's just health now. I'm trying to go after anyone I can except for Old Ben, because he's the tank. He's built to take the punishment. You want to start knocking out Chewie so that you can remove guard from CLS and Han. And then after you take out Chewie, you want to take out Han. And that really cripples the damage dealing potential of this team. Well, I'm having trouble doing that because I'm stuck, keep getting stuck behind Old Ben. And look, they're going after DACA again. And that's the absolute worst thing you want to happen. DACA is your key to everything. She's got to stay alive so that she can revive and bring the whole team back, every time someone dies. And right there, she revived from the grave to assist, but then the second time, Spirit revived instead, and then Spirit was able to stay because I got a kill, but look how easily they take out Spirit again. So if DACA had revived instead of Spirit, maybe things would have gone differently, but with no DACA there, you can see how easy it is for the rebels just to rip through me. So that was that. After that, I did a ship battle. Not going to spend time showing that because it was Falcon versus Falcon, which is pretty boring. Next, we're going to go up against this crew team by Last Jedi. The reason I picked this one, it was on the weaker side. It only had a Relic crew. And since I already used my crew in Kylo earlier, I had to run Hux. And my Hux is only gear 12. So I really wasn't sure, and I'm not very comfortable running Hux lead. And I don't have the Kylos to kind of help me out. So I threw the rest of my FO, the Officer, Stormtrooper, Executioner, with Hux. And figured, let's give it a shot, see what they can do. And maybe I can get through this team because it is on the weaker side. Man, they can do some damage. And I don't know if it's just because there was one gear 11, I think, and the rest are gear 12. But Hux, can put in some work. All this advantage and being able to do damage and throw some turn meter around, give turn meter to Executioner. I kind of like that. I can definitely see how this is going to come into play when everyone's got that red trooper geared up and maxed out as a heavy damage dealer. Having a secondary first order squad is going to be huge for things like GA and TW. So was able to use my first order leftovers, take this team out, and everybody's still alive, so that's 20 banners. Alright, so here's a shot of the map after I woke up this morning, and our night crew did their thing, cleared off a couple more zones. So this is what I wake up to. We have just a few zones left, and the other side looks like they did some work. They're working on our kind of back zones. So this is getting exciting because they're pretty close, and I don't know who's going to win. And the winners are going to get to talk shit to the losers, and it's going to be good times. So apparently there's a Grievous wall that I wake up to. So let's take out those. They used Grievous with Watt. I'm sure you guys have seen plenty of that in your own GAs. So scrolling through to see if there's anybody that I know, somebody that I can take out, that I'm familiar with, friends with, so I can talk a bunch of crap to them after I pound their squad into the dirt. And look who I happen to find. It's Go Cubs, which he's a good guy. He's one of my patrons. He's also an admin on my Discord server. So obviously I can't wait to take out his squad, and hopefully he'll watch this video and see it happen here. So this is me going ahead and using my Jedi, since it didn't look like they were going to set Darth Revan, and I didn't have to save a Darth Revan counter. I wanted to go ahead and use my Jedi here against Grievous. And I had set my Padme down with Yoda because I've been using Jedi Knight Anakin under Jedi Revan for a Darth Revan counter. Well, since I didn't need to do that, figure I'll go ahead and throw my Jedi against this Grievous with Watt. And you can see that it was okay, but he's like me. A lot of us have still a Gear 11 Watt. We don't have that 7 stars yet to make him extremely durable, so he's not able to get out all the techs and do heavy damage like he would if he had some relics on him. So you can see the Jedi just pretty much make short work. I'm just trying to keep my Jolie from dying. As long as Jolie doesn't die, everybody can get healed up, and just got to make sure everybody's alive. And that's going to be it. I've got Anakin over there to do some pretty heavy damage. Right now I'm just taking some stacks off of B1. I've got Hermit Yoda over there trying to heal everybody up. And I can call everybody to assist too, which helps. I was looking to see if that ability removed debuffs. And now I'm just building up protection, trying to get some protection back just to withstand that next AoE that's going to happen as soon as B1 dies. Grievous is going to do his move, and there he goes. I just want to make sure everyone didn't die. But like I said earlier, you don't have to worry about protection banners or health banners in TW. So, got that done. Took care of them for 20 banners. There you go, Go Cubs. I'll show you this clip. This was just a cleanup of a half-dead Grievous squad that I came across. And remember I mentioned earlier, I'm not going hard after the Jedi Training Ray and the Resistance for Galactic Ray. So my Resistance aren't that great. I did get some relics onto Stick Ray, and I upped the relics onto JTR a little bit. But Resistance Trooper and Finn and Holdo were just all Gear 12. I figured hopefully they could do enough damage to get through these last two, Grievous and B1. So just going to use my JTR, no BB-8. So I'm throwing what I got just as a cleanup team to see if it'll, do some damage, take care of business, and get a few banners. You can see that my resistance are not great. Finn's about to die, Stick Ray's about to die. There went Finn. And now I just have Stick Ray, but she was able to hit Grievous down into the red. And JTR was able to seal the deal right there. So I did pick up 7 banners just as a cleanup for that squad. Thankfully got that out of the way. And let me show you just the last battle that I have for you. This is the last zone that I came across and my last squad that I have. And I happen to be holding my General Skywalker. And they got Padme. So here's one little trick that I learned actually just the other day. Because I always thought of how annoying Padme is to kill. So I actually learned this from watching my buddy Dillar, his videos. And he goes, point at GK and then just hit auto. It's like, okay, that's what I'll do. I'm more comfortable doing it in GA when it just affects me. I don't want to let my guild down by failing what should be an easy battle. But they do get so much protection up from all the assists that it's kind of hard to make some progress. But it is a top meta team, so you would think that eventually they are going to make some progress and kill somebody. So you can see that I'm just letting the auto run. I point at GK and let them do their thing. You end up throwing an armor shred on GK. Now Gas is taking a knee. The thing you got to worry about is the courage. They stack up enough courage, they're going to start killing your team. If they kill the wrong one, you're in trouble. Luckily, Echo's grenade was able to do some work. I've got Padme and GK in the red, so I help it out right there and move the cursor over to Padme. You know, I'll let it auto, but I'm not stupid. I'm going to kill Padme if I get the chance. So there went 20 banners for that. That was all of my battles and the best I could do. And here's a shot of the board at the end. Looks like my guild was victorious. So we get bragging rights until the next time we're matched up, I guess. So well done, Port Designers. It was a great war. Had a lot of fun. It's always nice when you can get a war like that against people you know. It was a great job. Shout out to my buddy Mikayas. He runs a modding service. He'll go through, make sure you got the right squad compositions and the right mods on the right characters. Give your account a real nice tune-up. I'll put the link to his Discord in my description. Go ahead and check him out. Tell him Indigo sent you. Thanks for watching my video, guys. If you enjoyed the video, please give me a thumbs up, subscribe, share your comments down below, and hopefully you'll check out my other videos on my channel. Peace.